What is going on, guys? Happy Monday. It's not even gonna be Monday when you're seeing this, but it's Monday when I'm recording this. I did not plan to start doing this many videos, but after my recent videos and knowing I'm going to be riding this coming weekend unless the Hurricane Florence hits us here in Colorado, which I'm kind of doubtful of, I'm going to be riding. It's got me hyped. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to the camera. I'm excited to make videos. I'm excited to post them on YouTube, read your guys' comments, interact with everyone. So we're back out here doing another video. This will be a pretty short one, but yeah, in the garage. Let's do a temperature check real quick. That's kind of been the norm lately. Oh yeah, nice at 100 degrees here at, what is it, like 6 o'clock or so. Ooh, let's check. Yeah, 3 till 6. So yeah, nice and hot in the garage, but today what I'm going to do is tighten up some spokes, which I've shown before, and you can find videos on how to tighten spokes, but I don't know, some people like to see stuff like that, and just talk a little bit. So got Carter's bike, which we just put the graphics on. I did a video about that. Well, we did plastics and graphics, but need to do the seat cover, but I don't have stuff to do the seat cover, so I'm saving that, but looks real good. So let's get some room for the bikes and get to work. So we haven't rode on the new rims yet, of course. We just got them put on. We did do a wheelie out at my parents' house, but what I'm actually going to do today is go ahead and tighten spokes. I think I already said that, but I have a Tusk torque wrench for the spoke wrench, whatever. And I was talking to the guys at Warp 9 today, and they said that they suggested 55 inch-pounds, so as I throw all these around. So I'm just going through and making sure that these are all at 55. So what I'm going to do, the torque wrench is really nice, and I did already adjust it to 55. When I store it, I put it to 0 like you're supposed to, but it's kind of weird when you do your spokes because you're actually like twisting them, at least to me, the opposite way. So it's like you have it like this. If I can get a clasp on there, it's weird. It's like the spokes. Yeah, there you go. And I'm actually going to be pushing down. So as you're looking at it, it feels like you'd be loosening it, but you're actually tightening it. So we're just going through. Does that make some weird noise? Then we're going to go skip 1, 2, and then we're going to do this one. And I'm only doing like quarter to a half a turn, and it's not torquing yet. So then I'm going to move on, because if we torque this one all the way down, it's going to pull the rim too far, or the spoke too far, and then the rim will be not true, so it won't roll straight. So we're only going to do a quarter to half a turn. So then we go 1, 2, skip them, come to this next one. 1, 2. You can tell these are pretty loose. It's going to take quite a few trips around it, but 1, 2. So obviously I'm glad I'm doing this now. I did have some people saying that they've had bad experiences with Warp 9 wheels, but I got this torque wrench after I blew out all the like 6 or 8 spokes, something like that, on my Cali back in the day. Some good riding out there. So just from these bad boys, I needed a new rim anyway. And then I got the torque wrench because I wanted to be more on top of it, and now I check my spokes before every time I ride. So I'm going to do them now, obviously, and then when I go ride Sunday, after my first moto, I'm going to check them again, and I'll just keep chasing them just to stay on top of them and see how they're feeling, and then I'll probably start doing it every ride rather than like every moto. So 1, 2. So I'm just going through here, and I didn't check the rear yet, but this is the biggest size I have. I don't know if I have the right size for the rear, if I have them big enough. So I'm going to have to look into that after this real quick and order it up if need be. Yeah, these are real loose. I'm really glad I'm checking these right now. All right, just got to one that's already torqued to the right one. So as I turn this, I just get that click there. That's me hitting the torque. You can see that the actual front part isn't moving at all. It's just the handle back here. So that means we've got that one torqued to the 55 inch-pounds that they suggest. And 1, 2. Get on here. Again, another half turn, quarter turn, half turn. So there we go. We're just going to go around as many times as it takes until all of these are doing the click and getting the right torque down. Something else that I just found out while emailing back and forth with Warp 9 today, I had asked for an oversized front rotor brake, you know, obviously a brake, but the front rotor. And when I got the wheels, actually in my wheels video, I edited it out. I had kind of a weird transition there where I just like stopped talking and faded stuff together. And it's because I was talking about the oversized rotor, and then I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know if this is any bigger than my old one. Well, when I talked to Warp 9, they said that the stock Honda is actually a 260 millimeter rotor, which is considered oversized. So the next one up they do from here, excuse me, is a 320 millimeter. And I didn't know that, but also I was kind of debating if I wanted to go with an oversized one or not, simply because how it is now, I can change these wheels back and forth. And if you get an oversized rotor, then you have to get, it comes with a bracket for the caliper that moves the caliper further out because you have a bigger rotor that takes up more space. So the caliper has to be further back. And if I had my stock rims with the stock size and then an oversized one, I'd have to change that bracket if I change the wheels, which wouldn't be a big deal, but at least it would be something I'd have to keep in mind. And then like my rotor guard here, I would assume this one it fit a 320. I don't know how much bigger the 320 is, but I assume it's about as big as this. I don't know, I could be wrong. So I wouldn't be able to use that, but regardless, I didn't get one, and I'm okay with that. So that's the one I just did. There you go, that one's torqued. Seems like these are taking about one full rotation because I'm going through my second time now, and they're starting to torque down. So I did about half a turn the first time around, half a turn the second time around, and we're getting it now. But yeah, I did follow up with the Warp 9, and I was like, hey, I ordered a oversized front rotor, and this one fit fine, and I didn't need the bracket. And they're like, oh yeah, the stock one's a 260, so you have another 260, and that's why. Like, oh, well, the more you know, so now I know. But of course, when you're doing these torque things, you want to make sure you start at an identifiable place, such as the rim lock. You can start here, so you do your 1, skip 1, 2, do this one, and then when you come back to this, you know. I think I haven't been paying attention as I'm doing this because I'm just kind of talking and going, you know, into my own head, but either the front or the rear, like you come back and then to start, you have to actually just skip that first one you started on, but then I think it's the front, you can just keep going around, and however many spokes are, it lines up, you can just keep going around. But if you do come and you're back to the start and you're on the same one you already did, just skip ahead one and go from there. So whatever. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, and the torque wrench makes everything way easier, and it's not a Harbor Freight piece of junk, so it actually works. And as I've mentioned a few times now, Warp 9 did tell me, there you go, did tell me to do 55 inch-pounds. On my Cowie and on the stock Honda, I was doing 40. That's what Mike had kind of suggested I run, and he's the one who I first used his torque spoke wrench, and so he kind of taught me how to do it. Anyway, so we're back at the rim lock, so I'm going to skip one there. But yeah, Mike had taught me how to do it, and he told me to do 40, so now that Warp 9 is saying 55, you know, they're the ones that made the rim, so I'm going to listen to what they're saying and do it off of that. Throwing this in at the end here as a quick update because I'm back to the rear tire now. It is actually the same, the nipple size is the same as on the front. You know, you have the spoke and then the nipple. 6.9, whatever, I'm sure it's millimeters. Yeah, so I was worried that I wouldn't have the right size for the rear, but it's the same as the front, so that's actually kind of nice. I can just keep the same one on both sides and do it. So get the back one going, and now go back to where I was talking about the front one. Anyway though, nothing too exciting. I just wanted to give you guys an update with this because today I posted the video of no brakes, which now the brakes are working. My dad got them handled for me, and some people were like, oh, I'm loving the daily content, and so I just figured, you know, I'd give you guys an update, just come out in the garage and do something. But I don't know how short this video was. I'm sure it's fairly short, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off because to do the video, I turn off my fan back there, and it's super hot. I'm probably already sweating some, but 100 degrees in here. It's dropped to maybe 98 or so. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut this off. Plan currently is I'm gonna ride on Sunday. Mike's gonna be there, Big Cat Racing. I think Fred will be there. A few of the other team members, Wes is gonna be there. Tony won't be there, but see if maybe we can coax Oni into coming up, hopefully, and have a great first day back on the bike. So appreciate you guys checking out another video, and yeah, all I can say is thank you for the support and everything you guys have been doing, because it's kind of sucked. Well, it's very much sucked being off the bike, but knowing you guys have my back and are waiting and are excited for me to ride makes me pretty excited. So as always, you guys, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. I'll talk to you later.